I want to applaud you
Absolutely.
guys. You just avoided vampire prison. I gave you very, very few hints, and this could have been a shit show.
Yay!
Uh,
Good for
Could
us.
have been very bad.
we return to the scene. You're driving off and being shot after and everything, but that's not the thing that you notice. There is a roar in the distance, a loud, bestial roar as you drive off.
Uh-oh.
And Killjoy, you come to your senses. You're in a room. The first thing you notice is there's blood everywhere. Then trashed electronics. People in... it's not tactical gear. With your experience, it's most likely the technicians of Antigen. About 10 of them shredded, torn to pieces. You're zero hunger, by the way. And yeah, blood everywhere, all over you. Everything is trashed. Your claws are out. And you hear a woman in pain behind you, and you see her just crawling towards the door, and also trying to reach a stake that's somewhere over there.
She's like behind me somewhere, right?
Yeah, you turn and see her. After you see the...
Turn that much. She's like, arm will turn a little bit, and the arm will just come out, just put her out.
You have, she has claw marks on her back.
Yeah.
She's bleeding heavily, and she's not gonna survive that without medical attention.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just shoot her.
With the silencer?
At this point, no.
You shoot her.
Yeah.
She's obviously... She stops crawling. You hear footsteps from below. Apparently you're up high somewhere.
Is there a window?
Yep.
I'll
You can actually
look
see
out.
down to the warehouse. It's probably the building that Naomi heard someone talking from the top of.
Base station? What?
For stains, you get 1. And you would have gotten more, but you have a special conviction. And you followed it through.
Yeah.
I'll also let know that Vaughn, you have gotten 1 as well. I've added it.
I noticed. I'm like, I don't remember that being there.
From ramming into a civilian with your car.
Was it like a civilian or like a civilian in their car?
Civilian on walking on the street.
Poor guy.
That's not good. That's so bad.
But yeah, Killjoy, you're out the window, and you hear people coming up as you're going down, jumping out in an alley and everything.
Was there like any paper or something just to leave a note on if he has a second?
There's plenty of blood. You can write a message on the wall if you want.
Yeah, let's get a little bit political here. And I'll just put Blackstone. Yeah, I think that's probably all the time I have. I just want to stir that pot.
You
Chaos.
quite rushed through the window, not really caring that you break the glass, I assume, because you are in a rush, and you jump out and you grab hold of a fire escape, and you just descend and almost like a monkey, you crawl down to just not shatter your ankles when you hit the floor. And you're still very, very fast. So where do you want to run? You are very aware that you are covered from head to toe in blood.
Do I have my bags on me still?
Yes.
Or are they?
Your beast has
cool.
your back, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine. We maintain a good relationship. A professional, I let him have fun, he lets me. I need to get to an alley then to change. And that alley needs to be not within a minute walk of here. So we are, we still got mask on and everything. We're gonna sprint to like the back of a chippy and somewhere like that where there's bin bags for a restaurant or the pub or whatever, and get changed and flick the walkie-talkie on, see if anything's coming through.
Are you to the other guys?
Yeah, the one that Alex has.
What do you want to say?
Oh no, I'm just seeing if anything's coming through.
It's still on.
Oh, okay.
And if you're clicking it, you other guys in the car, you can hear the and you know
Yeah.
the.
So I'll do that and nothing else.
Yeah.
At the minute, see if shit comes out, where they're going, what their plan is.
You change.
This is our.
What are you guys doing? I know you're driving at the moment. Are you driving like you don't want to be noticed, Vaughn, or are you just getting the fuck out of there?
He's
Get the fuck
driving.
out of there.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
he's driving a
shot
van
at.
with like no door. So
in about a minute, you're gonna hit like normal traffic. It's still like 3 a.m., so it's not gonna be a traffic jam, but there are gonna be cars on the streets, and you hear police sirens in the distance.
We should get out of the car in case they're following it.
Also a helicopter.
Right.
Get out of here.
That's right. Yeah, getting out of the car is probably a great idea at this point. So yeah, at the first safe, or what we might judge as a safe opportunity, we're going to like pull into a discreet place, maybe down an alley or something like that, and we are going to abandon this vehicle.
To the Thames.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
Dinner time again?
we're gonna add to the Thames count of cars already.
If you go there, you're gonna reach people.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. All right. So not that.
The Thames is always quite populated. I would say it's quite a walked area.
Yeah.
Since we don't breathe, can't we technically just walk on the bottom of the river then?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. It.
If you just want to ram the car into the water, you can. It's gonna be noticed, but yeah, you can walk on the bottom.
Let's not be noticed if possible. I know that's sometimes our thing, but like, you know, with discretion and taste, right? I'm just the Ventru here, all right? So I'm just saying.
Vaughn, you hear your beast. Just do it, man. It's fun. Fun.
No. You've already ripped off a car door tonight, all right? So, and stolen 2 cars. So.
Can we call one of our vampire friends to help us drop off Elaine at least somewhere and meet up?
Yeah, that's.
She's still handcuffed and has a bag on her head.
Yeah. We need to do something about that. So.
I took the bag off.
Oh, yeah,
Are we
fair
able
enough.
to break those cuffs
She
off?
seems
I used the corrosive.
drugged. Is the best term I can describe.
Okay.
Like she's
Yeah.
not all there.
Yeah.
Naomi, you've been stung with one of those needles and remember the effect, and she's probably been hit by multiple during the evening to keep her powers in check.
Yeah. Can I use the corrosive on her handcuffs?
Yeah.
Cool.
If you want to, you just need to rouse. Rousing success. Naomi, she bites her wrist and like blood drips on the handcuffs and they start to corrode and sizzle and you hear this shh and the metal dissolves. And she's like her arms goes to the side and she's very limp at the moment.
Yeah.
Note to self: acid blood. Okay.
Xenomorph.
Yeah.
Can I help
Wow.
her with her like body language and composure and help her like?
She looks up at you guys and says very quietly, "Thank you."
Yeah, anytime.
Certainly. Let's get you somewhere safe. And Alex is going to use the burner phone to give Gabriel a call. Or not?
Nathaniel. Let's call Nathaniel.
Okay.
You can't.
All right.
No.
No phones. He doesn't do technology. You've always gotten in contact with him via his children.
Right.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
So Gabriel is going to be the one I call because he's currently doing one thing or another, raising hell.
He picks up the phone, and there are a lot of
Yeah.
police sirens in the background, and
Yeah.
screams and voices, and he's like, "Yeah, what's up? I'm
We
a
need
bit
some
busy."
Yeah, I hear it. We got our girl here, so you got a place we can take her, or should I just take care of this?
There's a church in Westminster. Go
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Big cathedral.
Okay. Okay. Church, big cathedral, Westminster. I have a feeling where we're going.
Are you on foot? Are you abandoned the car?
Yeah. And if we're crossing the Thames, we're doing it underwater. Pirates of the Caribbean style.
I'll leave that to Vaughn. Did you drive into the Thames?
No,
It looks around. He's like, at the,
No. We're just ditching the car and then walking into the. We're gonna take a walk.
I didn't bring my bathing suit.
You know there aren't like
Alright.
roads that just lead into the water as well. Right?
Westminster is northwest, if I'm not mistaken. It's west of Tower
pretty
Hamlets.
central.
What?
It's near Buckingham Palace.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I'm thinking of a different area then. Let me get
St.
my
Paul's?
geography right before I mislead you guys. I'm thinking of the area next to the Tower Hamlets.
Whitechapel.
Whitechapel.
Nice.
That's the one. Thank you.
Okay.
So not Westminster, Whitechapel.
Okay.
But it's a bit away from the Thames. But you can walk along if you want to, and then get up somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I prefer to do that discreetly if possible.
Does anyone know any NOS there? Like, why that location?
None of you have a NOS on speed dial or anything. I know one of you has a deal with one of them, but they just show up.
Yeah.
While the rest are heading there, where are you headed, Killjoy?
Killjoy, as before, is headed to the nearest cathedral, which is potentially ironic, because he's just killed a bunch of people, so he's going to go and make that right again.
What did you do with
Wash his
the
hands
bloody
of it.
clothes?
Bin bag number 2, and dispose of them in the same bin as the chippy. And kind of a bunch of food waste and rats feeding off things. Some bloody clothes won't go amiss there.
The church is open. There are no priests. It's 3 a.m., but the doors are open, and you can sit in a confessional by yourself and speak with whoever is listening.
He'll just go to one of the pews, and they'll just sit in silence and say the correct words and make things right. And it's, he'll have his earphones in at the same time, as well, and he'll be like his hands will still be like red probably and stuff. He'll be fidgeting and hiding them, but he'll be listening to like 9 Inch Nails or something at the same time as well. And like the gun will be in his bag next to him, and there'll be like a red handprint probably on it and stuff. But it's 3 a.m, so hoping that no one else will be using this at this time, because who else would come in here?
There's no one there. There's a bit of candles still lit, but they're about to go out. But you don't have any issues with the darkness, so you say your prayers. Where are you headed after that?
Well, once that's done, next priority is the coterie. So he will buzz in on the radio.
The radio does not reach, but you have a satellite phone that you can reach at least Vaughn and JK on. I don't think you gave one to Alex and Naomi yet.
Nope, just Vaughn and JK. So he'll dial one of them. He'll dial Vaughn. Let's be real. Yeah.
Your satellite phone rings.
Does it say Killjoy on it?
No, it's not like it doesn't work like that. No, it's
It says one.
it's highly encrypted.
Yeah.
But you know it's probably him because JK is sitting next to you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, talk to me. Are you all right?
Very pleasant, actually. Everything is back in working order. Where are you?
Well, we're all walking, right? We're walking to the thing. We're walking towards some cathedral
wonderful image
that we're
for us.
higher ups are telling us to go to.
And a wonderful image for the second of Vaughn just on the phone in the Thames.
I imagine this is
walking
where
along
you
the
are
surface of the
walking
river.
there.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, you're headed to a cathedral.
Yeah, some cathedral. Alex, do you know the name of that cathedral?
I do. Whitechapel.
Whitechapel.
You probably know the one, Killjoy.
Sure. Yeah. I will meet you there, I suppose. I
Excellent.
should update you on a couple things when I get there. All good. I trust.
That's good. That's good. Well, we'll see you then. All right. You take care. Be safe.
No response.
Like, there's a cathedral in Whitechapel.
Yeah.
And he'll go and start wondering.
Since when?
Yeah. Yeah.
New
Look,
construction.
there's a big church or something.
Whitechapel,
I'll go
but it
find
doesn't have a church. Like, it's in the name.
It has a chapel. Yeah,
Oh.
probably.
What are you on
Um,
camera?
Yeah.
You've currently got
Okay.
that somber
Spider-Man.
thing going on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just a blush of life.
It'll fix itself eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be a bit blurred. I'm underwater.
Under the sea.
In the Thames.
You
Um,
arrive, and Jamar is waiting for you with a vehicle, a black, very nondescript vehicle.
Perfect.
And I think Killjoy arrived about the same time because
Sure.
while they're walking on the water, you're doing your church and your confessional. Why is it doing this?
Yay!
There we are.
Yes, you are outside the church. The streets are quiet. It's about 4 a.m. To maybe 3 hours to sunrise. Jamar is waiting with the car.
On the way, Alex is going to say, Elaine, you really need to do something about those thermal cameras in your gallery.
I'm not going back to that gallery.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably a good
gonna
idea.
find a different occupation.
Yes.
I'll
Very good.
stick around in London for a while and see what's going to happen, but I might leave. I suppose maybe we'll run into each other one night or another. But I'm very, very grateful, and if there's anything I can do for you guys, let me know.
Of course.
JK, shouldn't we tell them that they weren't really paintings, but more of a ward? Or like anything connected with that?
That was blood magic, wasn't it? I don't think humans could have fucked with that. I was gonna say.
I could not summon my guardian. It's gonna breach the masquerade, and if there's one thing we cannot do, is that. Otherwise, my father is gonna be very, very disappointed in me.
There's one other question that Alex has. He says, on the night we met you and took in your establishment there, there was an older gentleman you were talking to who left right as we came in. The name of that gentleman wouldn't be Charles Dawson, right?
No.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Why do you ask?
He's a person of interest.
Someone
just
to
wanted to make
be worried about?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would say so.
I'll keep that in mind. I know I'm not showing it, but I am grateful.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Also, Elaine, does the name Roger the Captain say anything?
Oh yeah, he's I believe he's in the cult. One of the what do they call it? A pater, I think. They use religious titles. I'm not familiar with it.
Do any of us recognize that?
Yeah, does that tell me anything?
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like a minister or bishop or something like that. It's a religious title, like a priest, but yeah, someone in charge of a parish, usually. But it being a cult, you just assume it's titles like princes and seneschals and barons and things like that.
Well, thank you for the information.
I believe he left or came back. One of the two. He suddenly appeared when Mithras rose. He was presumed dead, like Mithras, when Mithras was killed, but apparently not very much killed. The story is that Queen Anne's sire Valerius, he used Roger as bait and rigged their whole warehouse with bombs, and Mithras came to save him, and it all went up in flames. But I don't know how either of them survived. They shouldn't have been able to. But they're very much still walking the earth. And she's holding the car door and just looking around at all of you to see if there's anything else.
Am I there yet?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
assuming so.
you're
Yeah.
there.
And, sorry, forgive me. Is she the person who gave me the job to
No.
kill?
No.
No, that is Adrian, right?
Yeah.
Phew.
Elaine was the one who entranced you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She's your heartthrob, you know.
She looks at you actually, and she walks to you, and she kisses you on the cheek and says, "Thank you," and turns around without any mime and sits her in the car and shuts the door. And Jamar, he drives off, and all of you are left standing in a very quiet street in London at 3 a.m.
Good job, team.
You did a good thing today.
Somebody's gone. Oh, it's a big boon.
It's a big boom, son.
I don't have anything else. I am also aware, I believe I was told of, yes, I recall another job that we have to consider at some point real soon here, for one particular minister of parliament who needs to be how shall we say, dealt with.
Yes.
Yes. I was told that you were propositioned about that.
Yes.
Yes. And agreed to the job. And I was also informed that if said individual can be taken alive rather than killed, that would even be preferable. So, something to consider. I have ideas about that. So, perhaps death is maybe plan B. Maybe there's options there.
Yes.
Yes. I know, and you're just very fond of like ending things permanently. So
Yes.
yes. So, yeah, I'm currently thinking about that, but would be interested in hearing your thoughts about well, all of you that we haven't talked to about this, all three of you.
Oh, first, I have a confession.
Hmm.
Oh
I'm
dear.
always here for confessions.
You are
Interesting.
outside a church.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is that church open as well? Because if so, I will lead them in, I suppose. Let's not have this on the streets of London
This
as
is
quiet as it is.
this one
Indeed.
is quite odd though. When you arrive, the first thing everyone but JK notices is there's a priest walking around. And JK, you get a premonition. Again, you're from the air, and you feel a presence of 3 people, 3 kindred. You're quite sure. No face, just like they're seeing what you're seeing. There's a bunch of Antigen outside the church, and 2 vans roll up. The people stepping outside the van are monk-looking types. They wear huge wooden crosses around their necks. And they're having an argument about whether or not you can breach the house of God, no matter who is inside or who they shelter. And at some point, the Antigen agents are given the order to go. And they try to breach the doors. The priests get in their way, and they arrest the priests. You know the Society of Leopold. You've made a role previously and are very aware of this. But it seems like Antigen and Leopold, they have some things that they don't quite agree on. And those 3 looking at the same thing as you, they're laughing. It seems very intentional. Like these kindred, they deliberately did this. And then you come back to yourself.
Unless you wish to die by fire, we should leave that church alone.
Okay, it's good enough
Breach
for
of
me. This
London
guy's,
it is.
I told you the warehouse was a trap,
yeah,
and we sprung it.
he
Do not
sees-
go inside that church.
He sees all kinds of things, so I'm going with his assessment here.
He hasn't been wrong yet.
Yeah, and is there any sense of eminence about this vision that you have?
I mean, other than Antigen showing up in cars and then the monks showing up right after them.
Okay.
The monks that we saw charred some of our fellow kindred in a basement.
You know what? Maybe not the church, and maybe we should leave
Yeah.
this area quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like let's hail a cab or get out of here.
It's probably smarter to
right now.
walk away from the church instead of trying to find a bigger cab instantly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we could do that very quickly too, or at least some of us can.
As you turn around and walk back, JK, you fall to your knees and you get another one, just a brief one, where you see a person. He's kindred. You can't see his face, but you know he's kindred, and he's wearing priestly vestments, the collar and everything, the black robe. But he's also wearing a broadsword and a chainmail beneath. You just know this. And then you come back, but you obviously all of you see JK fall to his knees, and with the whites in his eyes, and just for a brief moment, enough to stumble, but not to hurt himself.
Fox is going to help him up and go, okay, buddy, stay with us.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't know what that was. I think there's a holy kindred in here. Like, full on medieval crusader.
How do you say that?
Like,
Inquisitor, actually, you feel is more appropriate.
Inquisitor?
someone
Okay.
we might want to talk to or stay away from.
No clue.
Was he friendly?
He was holding a broadsword up high. I don't know.
That's pretty rad.
It could be a sign of victory.
It could also be a sign of.
I really
Fighting.
don't. Ugh. I've had enough antigen for one night. I really have no interest in going back to that church and provoking the attack that you saw coming. So
It is getting late, and all of
Yeah.
you are, you're not stiff yet, but it's been a
Right.
night.
dawn is coming. Yeah.
Because there's no one around, can I use my fleetness to kind of go in and like look around for stealth?
I'll let you try.
Shit.
Straight up, he just straight up Matt Mercered you. Like, you can certainly try.
God damn.
That's usually a warning, so.
Do it.
The door is open. And there's a priest inside, but that's it.
Priest literally on the other side of the door, like the sword, like wait for someone to walk through.
Oh, I'm stressed. Do I have any backup?
I'll go with you.
Oh,
Okay.
I am not getting near
God's
that church.
house, but
Come again, Killjoy?
I'll always go into God's house. Yeah.
Alex
So-
is gonna cover the corner. Like, he's not. It's like, I don't know. JK just had 2 premonitions. This is enough to spook me.
Yeah, so I basically tell Vaughn, I'm like, stay by the entrance. I'll be in and out, like, as quick as you've seen me before.
If you want to, you can rouse for your fleetness.
Okay.
Fuck, you're good with those today. Another success. You zoom in and gauge the room. The priest has not noticed you yet. Where do you want to go? There's obviously an altar and all the church chairs, the benches, and 2 doors
Yeah.
on each side.
Vaughn
Since
is
Yenzine would
watching
be
the
too
priest.
dangerous.
Maybe.
Baby? I don't want to hear that from the
Well,
start.
He's supposed to tell you
Try.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Vaughn's watching the priest while this is all going down, just like at the entrance, just kind of like
She wants a reason to never go back. That's basically what I'm looking for. Can I do it?
Yes.
How do I activate my...
You just roll a, I think it's resolve in all space.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh. Dear.
Do you want to re-roll 3 of
Yes.
those?
Yes.
So I'll cross off another willpower. And how many?
2.
Oh, you just rolled you re-rolled the entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. I'll just do it like that. And 3.
There you go.
1 more. So 3. Is there a crit? Nope. Nothing magical in here at the moment. It seems just like a normal church. No presence of God or anything else. No ghosts. Nothing about the priests or anything like that.
Okay, well, if it's just a regular one and the pastor is right there, should I just approach him and just ask him a couple questions?
Morn, you're standing by the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, Killjoy?
Maybe a step ahead of Vaughn, but not. Yeah. That's
JK, did you go inside again?
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
I am not entering the church.
As you approach, I mean, are you walking normally or are you zooming?
Probably not going to scare the shit out of him, so I'm going to just walk up.
He hears the footsteps and turns around. And he smiles at you. And good evening, night, my child. What can I do for you this late?
Hello,
And
Father.
He looks at the other two.
Yeah, I'm not alone. I was just... I was just in the neighborhood and I wanted to stop by and check out this location. My friend has been here before, apparently, and yeah, you hold Sunday service. She's trying to just like bring up any sort of conversation.
Yeah, every Sunday, and we also have Friday Mass. And Fridays are during the evening, and Sundays are during the day. Morning,
Okay.
rather.
She kind of looks at like Killjoy and Bond and just like is getting slightly annoyed.
He's just smiling. He seems very friendly and calm, like a priest would.
Yeah.
Can we overhear the conversation?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it echoes through the halls.
Killjoy's just.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry. Killjoy's just looking really like confused. Like you just jumped in here, ran through, came back, and then talked to the pastor, and he's like, "What? What are you doing? What?" He's really confused as to why you've done this or what.
May I sense the beast on the priest?
Go ahead.
It's resolve plus discipline. And no modifiers. Wait, let me make sure I get this. No mods. Is it 2?
He's calm as a hippie. He's a priest. There's nothing inhuman about him.
He's not. There's no like hostility within him.
You get a headache, though,
Ooh.
which is weird. Just a tiny one.
Kind of like
For a moment.
All right. Well,
I
she
just look at Killjoy. Yeah.
she thinks everything is relatively normal. There's no reason to really stay here, and kind of like, oh, good to know. Maybe I'll attend. And then she like goes to the door.
Do feel free to come back. We always welcome newcomers.
She kind of gives the nod, be like, sure.
And she looks at you two guys. Make sure she gets home safe. It's not good to walk around London at this time alone as
Of course.
a
course.
beautiful woman. And he turns around and continues what he was doing, praying probably. And you exit the church.
And just go to Naomi and go, "What was that all about?"
Well, she's known JK long enough that when he has these not episodes, but like when he gets in his mode, it's just good to keep a little bit more eyes out than normal. And if you can gather as much information, you should.
Very well.
JK, you know there's something funky.
Yeah, it's to Naomi. She kind of gathered the information that something might happen here. It hasn't happened yet, but this location is now a location of interest, and then that's like all she kind of pockets.
do you guys want to rest for the night and reconvene later, or is there anything you want to do before dawn?
Well, Killjoy was going to confess before all the visions happened, and I'd
True.
still like to hear that confession.
Oh yeah.
Didn't slip away from that.
Great.
Yeah. All right. Well, when it's brought up, like Killjoy will start to act slightly like he'll just avoid eye contact and things, and he'll be looking at the buildings because he did something spur of the moment, and he's now not entirely sure what ramifications it has. But he dipped his toe into the idea of politics, and there's no idea how it's going to come out. So a little nervously or with some trepidation, his shoulders are a bit higher than normal. He'll begin to say, well, during the episode earlier, whilst you were making good your escape, I had noticed some tidbits that needed dealing with, some particular sabotages that presented an opportunity. I ran with the idea, and needless to say, have dealt the project that we were facing a perhaps gruesome blow. However, when I briefly came to my senses for a little more, I had an idea of what you're trying to do, Alex, and took a spur of the moment decision to help you in that. The ramifications of this action, though, I'm not entirely sure of, but hopefully I have presented you with an opportunity which you can move and maneuver into the best position.
I'm always happy to hear that.
I left behind a considerable amount of bodies in one particular room, all technicians of said project.
You destroyed their IT department, basically.
Effectively, yes.
Yeah.
And I left behind in haste, I must quicken to add, due to the pursuit of many more armed soldiers that I was perhaps not equipped to deal with. So at this point, he notices that some of his grenades are missing, for instance, or something. Yeah. Just a simple word to tell them perhaps who they had to blame. They had left behind the name Blackstone.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that.
Do with it what you will. But I think that this, if you are a skilled player of the game, will let you rise in the standings, and if not, then you will die, probably, eventually, if you can't maneuver this well enough. And therefore, you should deserve to.
Thank you.
If you want to be a prince.
Yes. With
Then,
all of the nicknames that comes with.
then consider this, I suppose, my test for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's an interesting move you've made on the board, and she'll take it into consideration. I appreciate you telling me.
Well, I'm not a liar. I'm a man of my word.
It does not appear so. Yes, exactly. That's a valuable trait, Killjoy. It really is. In the times to come here, that will become very valuable.
And just go for the rest of you as well. You need not fear me moving in the dark against you. If I'm going to kill you, I will have told you. And you'll be ready. And probably armed.
Since you are of the honest persuasion, and this is a moment of confession, I have one question for you. You set this before me as a test because you know what I want. But I have a question. What do you want? I generally know that Vaughn desires a certain measure of freedom. He expresses that on a regular basis, and I appreciate it. JK, you're a little more mysterious, but Killjoy, I don't quite know what you want exactly. And if I am to become prince, I would like to see to it that those who would be who would support that effort or test it insofar as you have, you know, it's worthwhile knowing what people want. What is it you want? Why are you helping us or doing what you're doing?
He lights a cigarette and puffs before responding.
Mm-hmm.
There is a sweetness that comes with power over others. It is true, but I have found that such things fade with time. I was successful in past lives, but I don't need anything like that anymore. I know little of the occult, but I know what I want in the long term, and I believe that you are the way for me to get it. So right now, Mr. Kairos, I will keep my counsel close. But for now, I want you to succeed such that I can succeed. You are a little fish in the pond, but one who I aim to feed.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, then our interests are aligned.
They are.
It's good to hear.
Jesus Christ. I would be working for before this is over. If I'll even be around. He looks over at Killjoy.
Yeah.
As I said, you'd know and you'd be armed.
Yeah. Naomi looks to Killjoy and is like, as long as it's a fair fight.
Yes. And with you, I doubt I'd take that.
Yeah.
If you want, you can take my number. Call me personally. We'll fight it out.
Any further questions?
Not this time. Not this time.
When do we take off to deal with the politician?
6 days.
6 days? Okay. Or within 6 days?
Oh, next Friday. It's Saturday now. Oh, actually, technically Sunday. But
Okay.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
I have some scenes prepared for you, so if you don't mind, we're gonna jump some ahead.
Sure.
Yep.
And if you have anything in between that, then we'll make time. It's Monday evening now. You've all rested a bit and been to yourselves. And Killjoy, you wake up, and the first thing you notice is your PC is weird.
Wait.
It's sort of just like blinking, like it can't boot your operating system.
Pull the plug.
As you move towards the thing, a message starts to appear.
Oh no.
And it just says, "We have seen it," and there's a movie rolling where it's all of you guys walking into Elaine's gallery, and then next thing is from Jurassic Park, like and then it says test and an IP address, and it's normal again. Your PC boots and
Light it on fire.
Wait. So is this the old computer that's not hooked up to anything, or is this the work one?
It's the work one. It's your most private thing you do your notes on and your.
No. That's the old computer.
Oh yeah, that's
the work one is just like financial crap.
Yeah, your own personal, very very secret one.
It's got power. How is it? Okay. Killjoy has a little freak out, puts on some music to help him not freak out, turns his music off because it doesn't help. And does he remember the IP address?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably note it.
Yeah, walkie-talkie time. I will disperse the satellite phones as well in this time.
Yeah.
So we all have a satellite phone that can only call ourselves. But he'll walkie-talkie to Alex and explain the situation. PC, boot, this image, this IP address. He'll say the numbers twice through in case Alex wants to make a note of them.
Okay.
As well. And he'll inform him that his plan of action is to remove the hard drive, send the hard drive to somewhere to be destroyed, send the laptop somewhere else to be destroyed, get a new laptop. Yeah.
Highly advised. Yes, I agree with that course of action.
And install today's sponsor, NordVPN.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Which is not at all Nosferatu owned. Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But apart from that, unless Alex has anything.
Do you want to track the IP?
I do. I mean, both of us. Yeah.
I don't. You can. You can. Yeah. You can come back to me with the information. I ain't risking anything more.
Yeah.
Technology, intelligence, or which, if you prefer.
Wits or intelligence is what you're saying?
No, technology and wits or intelligence.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to rouse.
I can help you as well with it potentially.
Okay.
I'm actually there.
Yeah.
I am trained in tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then extra die.
Yep. So I'm going to get the extra die, and I'm also going to rouse. Success. And so that gives me 2 plus the 1 from Killjoy plus the others. All right. So that'll be 3. That's
Not
3
bad.
successes.
3 is fine. You
Yeah.
don't need to willpower. It's
Okay.
a Starbucks, of all things.
It's a what box?
A Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you get the location of the exact Starbucks.
Okay.
Starbucks, the horror. Oh no.
The true enemy.
Got it. Okay. All right. Somebody likes their caramel macchiatos while threatening vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it in class.
All right. Well, I am going to relay that information to Killjoy.
Who's
As well as-
seriously considering moving at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to relay that location of the particular Starbucks and that information over our secure line, and let him know that that's where our cute little message came from.
We'll send some of the Hoxton guys to go check it out.
Yeah. Send somebody to go pick up some coffee there.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to question some baristas, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was just thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna relay the information to the rest of the coterie?
Of course. Yeah, they should know too that we are being taunted and hunted.
When you come upstairs, Killjoy, there's a wooden box, a tall box for you. It's there's a note, and just says Mr. Jones, and there's a lipstick kiss on it. And your trusted manager, she says something arrived for you, sir. I believe it's wine, but I didn't open it.
I'll open it there, and
It's
maybe
bottled
have to
and it
open.
definitely has something red in it.
Great. Oh, that's what I think it is. Yeah. And he'll just kind of wander back downstairs. Yeah. Feeling a growing excitement in his blood. He'll think of his sire, actually, and he'll think that there's more than one way to skin a rabbit. It's probably the exact phrase that will come to mind.
It's quite a slim crystal bottle. It's sealed. It's about 20 centimeters tall. The box is way too big, but there's things in it to make it not rattle. But yeah, it's definitely kindred blood. You can smell that even through the cork or the seal.
Yeah, he's going to get ritual then going for this. He's going to have candles lit, incense, the music, probably like The Cure or someone like that blasting pretty loud, and he'll find some way to get high as well before he ingests this, and he'll also put like out a message that he's going to be on radio silence for a couple hours.
Yep.
As he gets ready for some good time.
While that is happening, Alex, are you trying to gather the rest?
I will.
Or are you tending to go there alone, or
I
send
will.
someone?
I will reach out to the rest of the coterie and ask who wants to make a trip to the Starbucks for some coffee.
Me.
Yes, exactly, right. Exactly, and so anybody who wants to get in on that, I'm ready to do that, and yeah. So that's one thing I'm going to do. I think this would be a good time, as long as she's willing to change her appearance, to take Judith out too, to Starbucks. You know, a little bit of a.
The new clothes just arrived today.
Yep.
So she should be good. It's super fancy for Starbucks, but it's nice.
It's a new look. Yeah, she's dyed her hair and everything. She looks different. You know, she's not going to like pop up on anybody's missing persons list or anything like that.
Oh, big sunglasses, everything.
Yeah, exactly. Right, movie star look. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you taught her that.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. That was lesson number 1. Yeah. So yeah. Starbucks.
Vaughn, JK, are you coming along as well, or do you have other things you want to do?
Would the satellite phone even reach me in my haven?
I'll leave that up to you.
I think no.
Okay.
I think Vaughn has been neglecting the busking scene a little bit, and he needs also some cash, so he's gonna be hanging out there. But he's like, which Starbucks is it? Which one? And like he gets the location. He's like, all right, I make him around. All right, just keep an eye out.
Sounds good. I'll see you around.
And hell yeah, you can hear music in the background and people like going like that, like clap, stuff like that. So
JK, what are you doing? Anything special, or are you just tending to your usual morbid activities?
Yeah, I'll do that, and if I can, I'll try to use the gift of false life, because some people have been entering my haven recently, and I want to make sure that nobody can get in if I'm not here.
That's fine. Let me just check how that works again. Is it a ritual or a power? Or
it's a ceremony.
Ceremony, yeah.
I believe I have to rouse and then do a oblivion and resolve.
Oh, you're making minions?
Yes.
Yes, fair enough.
That's so cool.
They can hold the door for up to 8 days.
Yep.
Nice.
Skeleton or something with more flesh?
Something with more flesh.
Fair enough.
The basically general undead.
Yeah, I have something lying around.
I'll I'll let you roll a different die. Roll a d6 just to see how many you get.
Sure.
Because you had all Sunday to do this as well. Five guardians.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Um,
And I will just tell them to hold the door, and if I need to leave, I'll just tell them to stop for a second, and then before I close the door again, tell them to hold it.
yeah. So 5 door stoppers.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't need Nosferatu in here. And then I'll just try to do some research.
Before meeting Alex, are you doing something or just heading straight to Starbucks?
Yeah, so she's already tried to save a person today and she succeeded. So she wants to calm down by doing the one thing she appreciates and tending to her plants. So she's gonna propagate one of her vines, and she's kind of in the middle of doing it. And then I guess she gets a phone call. Hello?
Mm-hmm. And he tells her what he's intending to do, what happened earlier tonight with Killjoy, and so making a Starbucks run. Wants to know if you want to join. Vaughn says he might be there later, or he might show up. He couldn't even get through to JK.
Yeah. So she's like, the weirdest Starbucks run I've ever done. So she's like, all right, I guess. She gets quickly ready, hangs up, and I guess grabs a cab. And on her way, she's wearing like a little bit more casual because she doesn't really want to get too involved. She's like, fuck, I've had enough. But yeah, more like a simple like jeans and t-shirt kind of thing. Grabs a jacket. Wait, is it hot there? Probably not. Anyways, goes in the cab and is headed on her way.
I'm just gonna ask because I assume competence, blush of life. Do you want to rouse for that?
Yes.
That's also a question for you, Vaughn, since you're on the
Yeah.
street. Ooh, hunger gain, and a success from Vaughn.
Oh, yes.
That's impressive out of
It is
everyone.
impressive, yeah.
I think
I love how it's
just,
a 6 again. It's barely.
You're back to 1, right, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you just feel the beast awake, but it does not speak.
Okay.
You know what? I might stop off for some tea before I go to Starbucks.
You're at 3 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, your beast definitely speaks.
Yeah.
We have to figure out who's threatening us and eliminate them.
Exactly. I agree. I couldn't agree more. The beast and I are on the same page.
You could eat before you go, if you
Right.
want to.
Yeah.
Do a hunting roll just to so I can see how
Okay.
lucky
I'm gonna
you
do
are.
that. Real quick here. Do you want me to also do the Ventru selection roll too? I assume.
Not in your own haven.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. All right.
You got that shit on tap.
That's right. That's what I like to hear. Okay. 3 successes.
It's fine. You can either knock someone on their ass or just take 2 women.
Yeah. And Judith will do her thing of practicing her forget.
Yep.
and I will slake to hunger.
Yep. You meet up outside the Starbucks. Vaughn, do you intend to go or are you too busy? I mean, you can do something outside of the Starbucks.
So what I was thinking was that you would bring me in at a point in time that you choose, but I was hoping I could do like a performance and hunting roll, because I want to slake my hunger and also try and get high, and then also maybe make a little bit of cash. So
Let's see how many successes you get. What's the main priority here? Is that feeding or is the other 2?
Performance.
Performance.
So do I go ahead and do it?
Yeah, just do a hunting roll.
Okay. Oh, hunting roll? Hunting
Yeah.
roll? Okay. And then if I remember correctly, because I'm handsome, I get what is it? Do I get a oh crap. Don't I get like some sort of bonus from being handsome? I think it's 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And seduction. So charisma persuasion. And so the modifier would be 1 for handsome and 1 for seduction specialty, right?
Mm.
Okay.
3.
Would that be enough, or should I pump some willpower into it?
It's enough to feed and get a bit of cash. I mean,
Oh, so
you're
you're
probably
bringing up.
performing, and one of the audience is a bit more interesting to you, so you flirt with her, and after the performance is like going into an alley and doing your thing. That's how I imagine it, anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know. I didn't know you were putting it all into one roll.
Yeah, that's why I said depends on the successes.
I got you.
Uh,
Is that enough to accomplish it, or do I need to put some willpower into it?
what was the last thing again? It was
Or do I need to put some willpower?
no, like
into it?
it was food and money, and I believe you said 3 things.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So it does meet it, or
Yeah, it's right now you're in a bit of cash from performing.
okay?
You're doing
sorry.
quite a good show, and one of them is quite infatuated with you, so you feed off her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Oh
apologize.
yeah,
I was
he
confused.
wants to get high.
Yeah, I
the
wanna get
high
high.
thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
Problem.
I'll put willpower, and I don't give a damn.
yeah,
No
you'll
hesitation.
have to willpower if she's also bust. Yes.
That's fine. I could have used. Oh, I could have used presence. I have awe, but it's too late now. Reroll. Tree. 5
5.
total.
Yes, you get your kick. She's on something that's nice, and that's why she probably one of the reasons she enjoyed your performance so much, and you could see it in her eyes. You know what you're looking for.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Something
And
with a lot of colors.
you're probably arrive a bit later. So Alex and Naomi, you arrive at a Starbucks. It's what they are and what they look like all over the world.
Indeed.
There are a few people in
Same
here. They're
everywhere.
sitting with their PCs and quite a bit of noise. And as you enter, one of the people in there, they stand up and walk directly towards you, Alex.
Alex is he's just going to come right out and compel this person and say, "Did you send the message?"
It's a one-word command.
Oh,
But I'm gonna give you an information here. You can
Okay.
see this person is following a command already.
oh,
He has a very vacant expression on his face. and
Oh,
he's
okay,
holding a
okay.
piece of paper. He's
Okay.
just going over to you, handing it to you, sitting
Uh-huh.
down and returning to tapping on his laptop. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to open up the paper.
It's an address, and it says beneath, "The king grants you an audience."
Okay. Mysterious, theatrical.
Creepy.
Yeah, creepy. We'll throw that in there. Yeah, very obviously. I guess I could roll an insight roll here, but it seems to me that this person is just a pawn for whoever is actually manipulating them.
It's probably a submerged directive.
Yeah, yeah,
He's not
yeah.
aware of what he's just done.
right. Okay.
It also says, "We would like to meet all of you."
Hmm.
Of course we would. Okay, so with a quick search, using Google in 2013. Does the address bring up anything in terms of what this place is that's on the piece of paper?
It's quite an old building, but it should be either it's apartments mostly,
Okay.
some offices, but it's from the Victorian era, the building itself, or prior to that. It's not a skyscraper or any modern architecture.
Naomi
King.
slips packs to Alex to go order Starbucks.
Yeah. And of course, Alex is going to say to Judith, get what you want here,
I don't
Yeah,
care.
she basically-
It all tastes like ass anyway.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Smells good.
get some of the
It's-
thick wine, she says.
Yeah. Alex will order, just a caramel macchiato grande.
Basically, whatever Naomi was gonna order was gonna give to Alex anyways. So good to know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he'll take. And he'll of course give a different name on the cup.
Steve.
When you come outside, you see Vaughn almost jumping down the street, very happy, very very free spirited, like he's in a good mood.
This is Vaughn. This is the Vaughn we know. Yeah.
And obviously, Vaughn, you see them as well.
Hey, look what I got. And he's got like finger symbols. Like this really nice lady gave them to me because of my performance, bro. It's fucking ting, 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 like doing the thing. It's really annoying.
Alex is just like, every night is always a good night for you, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah. He unfolds the paper and shows both Naomi and Vaughn, the information on there. He says a quick search brings up a old building, apartments, offices. They're Victorian. I don't know who sent it, apart from the fact that they left it for us via manipulated
Proxy.
Yeah. What do you want to do
Sounds like some Ventrue shit.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And normally that would. Yeah. You know what? I have a feeling I know what this is about. Yeah. Word travels fast. So the real question here is, do we actually want to do this?
Yeah, any location could be an ambush at this point.
Well, it could be. Yeah, absolutely. Especially one that might feature a king that is in a less than favorable mood due to a recent happening. So yeah, that's what I think is going on here. And so and he obviously wants to meet everyone.
Seems very sus.
Are
is.
we talking about like
We
King?
are.
Do you mean King B?
We are
Or
talking about
King M?
we are
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Ends with an
King M?
S.
Oh.
What?
Begins with an M and
Idris.
an S.
Oh yes. No, not that king.
And
No.
I did like
Yeah.
son.
Yeah, son. Yeah, no. Sorry, I had a moment.
No, it's okay.
yeah.
I was
Out of
being
character.
cryptic.
Those three plane rides, they're catching up with me. Yeah. No, I think this is B. I'm pretty sure I would put money on it. So, and I think that B is a little upset, possibly, because of a particular confession that happened last night, and that kind of information. And B, I know, has the potential to make the entire room see things his way, and he's not as personable or likable as yours truly. So I know this personally. You know what? It might be better if I just went.
We're not gonna let you do that, but we could. Is there someone else that can go for you?
Well, I mean, I suppose I could do the same thing here, but I don't have quite that capability yet with that. So, I mean, I suppose I could send one of my people, but I'm afraid of what he might do to them too. So it's
That's less valuable than yourself. So
yeah, exactly.
It did say, I'll just say this much. Man, this is just killing my vibe, bro.
yeah,
sorry.
They have something on all of us.
Yeah.
And
yeah, yep.
I'm not gonna go into any more detail of this, but they have someone on all of us.
You're right. It's true. Yeah.
We might have to all go and meet with them since it's specified that. Unfortunately,
this isn't going to be good.
So we need to start notifying all of our coterie about this.
We do. Yeah. So he's going to call a car, and then he's going to get the other two coterie members on the phone again as much as possible.
Time has passed, and I think Killjoy, you are done with what you're doing. Do you want to go into detail with it? I mean, Killjoy, you feel great, but do you want to describe the ritual? Or do you want to leave that a secret?
Please
for
do.
I'm hearing some want to describe, so sure. Yeah. So the first thing you'd probably see if you were a bug on the wall would be the smoke and the fumes of incense and weed and cigars and like all the kind of just over the top sensory deprivation type drugs, and like the couple of people who are just on the floor asleep from it all, and their blood has been pretty drained as well. Not all the way, they're not dead, but only because that would be more annoying. That's the only reason they're still alive, pretty much.
Oh, JK, he can clean it up.
Yeah. And they're kind of sitting in the middle of it, almost like meditating Sith Lord style.
Okay.
With
Not
the
surprised.
the I don't know, something like Kings of Leon, maybe playing atmospherically, booming through the smoke, such that the speakers are pulsing and the steam and smoke actually moves from the bass beats and things. It's so present and thick. And coming to the culmination of this ritual, there is that still bottle of wine ready, and a small, not particularly ornate wooden bowl. He's not into fancy shit.
Yeah.
It's a bowl that can hold liquid.
Okay.
And into that bowl, he goes and collects a couple bits of blood from these people who are his ghouls. You have a couple of bits of kindred blood amongst them, so as not to diet down too much, and also bleeds himself into that. And once he has stirred that, added a last little touch of this and hit of that probably Vaughn would approve of. He only then does he finally uncork the bottle and pour it in and begin to whisper a little bit to himself. He's not doing any occult chants. He's not strange like that. But just will remember the names of some people and say them over the bowl. And they are names of some people that he has killed and ended. And the final name that he'll say will be, "And Sykes, for all your wonderful hard work in getting me to be the person I am. The first drink and the last is always to you." And he will begin to drink from the bowl, and he will down it all in one. And upon feeling the rush of blood, like all his muscles tense, and he'll like hunch over and scream with this pure amount of rage as he's feeling the blood coursing through. And in his caitiff veins, he can hear the cry of the clans, and it's the only moment that he can touch it. And it's the only moment. And here, with the Bruja blood in his veins, he reaches for that rage and he takes it, and his muscles tense and stretch and bend and grow with the strength. And as he's just roaring, he like rips his bed and just chucks it like across the room and just begins to revel in, like, he's high as fuck as well right now. And he is just going ape shit in his room, not in an angry way, but in like a joyous revelation of his like growth and strength, and feeling like he's like on top of the world. If his body was still working, there'd be like testosterone 90% and everything. And so he is just kind of bouncing off walls and just feeling great and amazing. And like he just rips things in half when he can, and like his blood's going crazy. He's talking to his beast all the time and going like, "Oh, we're gonna have so much fun with this." And yeah, it is it's a one-man mosh pit, I guess, in some ways.
I want to leave a little note on top of that.
Yeah, please, cherry on the cake.
You'll feel also a strong desire to control from Adrian, and very positive feelings toward her. It's not hefty or anything like that, but you know it's gonna happen. But you are quite fond of her at the moment.
Well, right now he's feeling alive as well, and so he really just wants to go and fuck her.
Yeah.
Like, particularly.
My man!
Yeah. Like he's got all that adrenaline and testosterone and like, natural thing. And he's, and I mean, there's a chance that you call him on the way to hers or something like that. He's going to be in one or two places. He's either going to be playing at his jazz bar or piano for the first time in ages and reveling in it, or he's going to be on the way to see someone. Got to go see about a girl, I think was the
find out where she is at the moment. Before we end tonight's episode, it is getting late here, unfortunately. It's been a great session though. But JK,
hello.
You feel something push in your mind. It's another premonition.
Woo.
It leaves you a headache to begin with, but you see a man in a chair. He's a short beard. He's Hispanic, you think, of descent. He has his black hair in a ponytail, and he's wearing a crown of fire. Sitting in with his broadsword on his throne, like you're standing in the throne room, and he's looking directly at you. And he just leaves you with the words, "Come to me. You have been looking after all, so why not see me?" And then you come back to yourself. And this is where we end tonight's episode.